Let's talk Belfast bar dress codes, which I never knew were really a thing until this week. I remember they used to be a thing. You had to be wearing a nice pair of shoes and a shirt even to get into some clubs. But those days I thought had long gone. But a workman, an alarm engineer, was refused entry into the Dirty Onion in the Cathedral Quarter last Friday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. They cited he was wearing workwear. Well, what is workwear? Apparently, unless it's smart casual, they say their staff are briefed to use their discretion, and workwear or uniforms would not be deemed as smart casual. The guy himself, Graham, well, he didn't really seem to have a problem with that. But is this a one size fits all? And where's this coming from all of a sudden? Because some of the sites I've seen in and around Belfast on nights out, I don't see that same discretion being used. So the question is, are bars within their rights to use their discretion and knock back people if they don't think that they are up to scratch? Or have those days long gone of being smartly dressed at all times? Or should there be a thing where earlier in the afternoon, like this gentleman, lunchtime, working man, out doing good work, just wants an afternoon pint before he heads back home. Should that have been fair game? But maybe 7, 8, 9 o'clock at night, whenever people start going out, maybe then is that not time to use that discretion and maybe enforce dress codes a little bit more? And with Halloween just around the corner as well, fancy dress is going to be on the streets of Belfast. And with a bit of light shining on this subject, how will these same bars handle people rocking up in fancy dress outfits? Now, we know it's Halloween and it's a bit of crack, but rules are rules. Their policies that they're enforcing are their policies. How will they apply that? How can you, in one hand, knock back a hard-working engineer who's just after a pint on a Friday afternoon after a hard week's work? But potentially next week, these same bars will welcome in flesh-eating zombies and blood-sucking vampires to their premises and God knows what else. That'll be an interesting one to watch. You can let us know what you think in the comments anyway. And we'll be keeping a little eye on these door policies.